welcome everybody to another edition of the Enlightened Ignorance Podcast. I'm your host, J.Burnside, with my co-host, Devean Mother effing Wilson, bro.
What up? We in the gang. We in the thing.
The nigga said bitch out of nowhere. I did not expect that, but this nigga said bitch, bro. You good, man? You good, fam?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get back in the town.
Where exactly are you at right now?
I'm still in Austin. I got a long way to go.
Oh yeah, you definitely got a long way to go. Shit.
I'm leaving right now. Like I just left not so long ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about to be, that rush hour.
Oh yeah, it's that West Side bullshit. Yeah, we already know that.
Yeah, so that's gonna delay my even more.
Yeah. Well, at least you got some people to speak with, other than me. But still, let the world know your thoughts and your feeling towards these topics and shit.
Fucking wreck over here. Damn, cuz shit.
A car flipped over?
No. Oh, somebody got pulled over. No, 4 people got pulled over.
Oh, goddamn. They ain't playing around. Bro, I gotta ask you something, bro.
Do women deserve? No, I'm playing. What's up?
I was gonna ask you, what's Wale's problem, bro?
I don't know.
What is Wale's problem? Have you heard recently about Wale or at all?
Huh?
Have you heard anything from Wale? Because I heard like plenty of things.
I mean, I heard that shit after that shit with Everyday Struggle. That and he kept on like posting up videos and shit. I mean, the nigga didn't even call you corny. He said what people were saying. And Wale just got all butthurt because he probably know that he's corny. Why else would a nigga keep on talking about this?
Yeah, man. I didn't understand that as well. When it comes to Wale, it's like recently he been just going been doing these back and forths with these fans and these critics on his latest album, Shine, which didn't really do so well among critics. A lot of people have said that that Shine by far had to be his weakest album of all the albums that he fucking made, and he's going back and forth towards fans. He even went back and forth with a YouTuber named Anthony Fantino, who was a famous, not a famous YouTuber, but a well-known YouTuber for his album reviews and shit. And I feel like he feels some type of way because he's at a position where he feel like he should be, at a higher position among the rap game compared to others,
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I think it's getting to him. It's okay. And the thing is, it's okay. You're human, bro. If you feel like, yeah, I deserve, as much accolades as I should, being at the game, being how long I've been in the game and how many projects that I dropped, I should be, higher. But he won't admit to that shit. Cause he over here talking about, oh, I didn't see no critics talk shit about me. What fans you talk about academics that said that I was corny? What you talk about academics that people said my album was lame? What fans was those academics? I got sold out shows. People come to see me perform. Blah 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 blah. Okay. And my thought was like, okay, dude. Now I know you definitely have heard critics. Because in my one evidence, and that's all I need to know, is when you respond to these people that necessarily bashing you or have a different opinion than you, and I think that's necessarily just stupid, bro.
Exactly.
So I personally don't get it, man. I feel like Wale is not a bad rapper. He's a dope rapper. He makes some good songs, but I did not listen to Shine. but a lot of people say Shine was whack. A lot of people say Shine was whack. I didn't check the rating. I checked one of the reviews and All New Hip Hop, and it was like, I think it was like the audience gave it like a 58%. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's a nice album. I mean, I'm sure the album is good, you know.
Yeah.
But I'll have to listen for myself. Really.
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to it all because a lot of people gave it bad reviews and shit. So I'm not gonna waste my fucking time with that. Not to discredit Shine, but I'm not gonna waste my time with you know, if people are literally saying this is by far his weakest, then
but it may be. I mean, it may be good. You just have to listen to it.
Yeah, that's true.
They may not like it, or they may have something to say about it, but it may be a nice album. I mean, I'll have to listen to it myself because I haven't heard it. I've heard like 2 songs from it, but I'll have to sit down and really just listen to like track by track.
Yeah. I hear you.
But I mean, I'm sure it's not that bad because Wale is not a bad rapper.
He's not. Dude, you get. Okay, let's get that moves to my next point. I think you haven't heard of Logic's Everybody album. Have you even listened to that one, or you haven't?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm not really a huge fan of Logic. I like some of his music, but I don't just check for Logic.
That's cool. That's cool. I wish we got John in it here. 'Cause I think he listens to Logic like I do. But Logic, yeah. But Logic's album just set a record, and it wasn't a good record, too.
Oh, for the lowest dropping in the second week or some shit like that.
Exactly. Yeah. According to the Hit, I think an article from the Hits Daily Double, the album Everybody experienced a 86 decline with combined sales, which includes streaming numbers, and a 96% drop off in pure sales numbers. What do you think happened, bro? In your opinion, I know you didn't listen to it, but just thinking from a person that hasn't listened to it, what do you think happened?
Just what Academics said. His fans bought the album the first week, and then nobody else bought it the second week because they all bought it the first week. So that's why it's such a goddamn decline.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say maybe it was because of something else because I actually got the album and I was the positive I would say about it is the production was dope. I gave Logic that, and his rapping was dope. What didn't work is he basically said the album Everybody is for everybody, but the problem is he made the album by himself. You know, but with his dealing with the life and struggle of being a biracial man, and then you're gonna go from there and then talk about killings and drugs and shit. Like it was all really. It was all
about Logic is he don't even fucking look biracial. He look predominantly white.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Like you know how Drake and J. Cole like clearly they have white mothers, but they still are like you can tell that they black too. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably wouldn't even know that J. Cole mama was white until you met his mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing for Drake. Logic, this nigga just looks straight white, like straight Caucasian. Like he has all Caucasian features.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's one of the things he talked about in the album. And what that doesn't make any sense. How you necessarily going to rap about or saying that this album is for everybody, to understand. Basically it was like if basically what King said from Daddy Hip Hop. Basically this album was an All Lives Matter album. It basically that's what it was. That's what it was, man. It's like he was trying to appeal to his white audience and trying to appeal to his black audience at the same time. Old enough that yes, I am black, but yet I love my white people. Why do we discriminate against each other? Shoot, we bleed the same way. We bleed the same color. Not to say we live the same lives, but we live fucking every day. Do some bullshit, do some problems, whatever. So why does it, why the fuck does it matter if I'm biracial or not, or if I can say nigga or not and shit? So it's really a mess. It was the album really wasn't cohesive at all.
I don't have to listen to.
Yeah, you want to listen to you don't have to listen to it. I mean, I just say his previous albums, in my personal opinion, was a little bit more better than this one. Not to say this album was just bad. It was just It was an kind of album. I still listen to some of the tracks. I still listen to Hallelujah, the one that he has with Killer Mike, and some other shit. I can't name them all, but it was an album.
You got J. Cole on there?
Yeah, you got J. Cole on there.
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to the one that he had with J. Cole in there. I've been listening to the other tracks. That's my fault, but shoot, I need to get that one to listen. Shoot. Do you think next? Oh, going to the next topic. Lil Wayne, man. Do you think he's actually gonna sue? I can't spell his last motherfucking name. It's Martin Skrillex. Oh, it's like SHKRELI.
Yeah, Martin Shkreli.
Yeah, Martin Shkreli, man. You think he's gonna actually sue this dude?
I don't even fucking care about that. He still need to keep Birdman.
Well, technically, he's the one who has the album. He bought it, and he even sneakily leaking some of these tracks. And he promised Lil Wayne he wouldn't do it again. Then he did it again. So basically, Lil Wayne's team say, "Okay, the next time he does another leak, we gonna sue his ass."
Well, damn. I mean, but didn't Lil Wayne sell him the album?
I don't think he did. I don't know. I thought he bought it from I thought he bought it from Birdman.
Well, wait, what the? So Birdman sold him the album without Wayne's permission.
I think so. Yeah, last time I checked. Yeah, man. I think he bought the album from Birdman. I think he had offered him some change to necessarily get a copy of it. So, and that nigga like hella rich. You must be hella rich to get fucking Once Upon a Time in Shaolin, the only fucking CD ever, and it's locked up in a fucking Shaolin box and shit. So this nigga he doesn't care.
He got a Wu-Tang album, right? Well, he bought a Wu-Tang album.
Yeah,
right?
he bought the Wu-Tang album. Somewhat leaked out some of the tracks, and then got in the beef with like Ghostface Killer and shit. So I don't know.
That guy is a fucking parasite.
I don't know, man. He scares me. That nigga scares me, bro. But that's just another pinpoint into this ongoing beef or struggle, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, between Lil Wayne and Birdman, man. And this album, man, and Lil Wayne still fighting for the shit. Of course, that nigga is not gonna give up on this fucking album. Not all the hard work he put in this shit, quote unquote hard work he put in the album. So,
bro, I don't even care about that whole situation no more. Like, it's been going on for way too fucking long. Like, I don't even care about it no more.
That's cool. It's
going on for way, nigga. All Birdman gotta do is just pay this nigga. and this shit would have like been over. Like this shit has been going on way too long, like for no goddamn reason.
Yeah.
For like no god, and Birdman has not paid anybody back.
Not one person.
Like,
but yet he's on the Forbes top 5 list. I do not fucking get it. I do not
yeah,
get it.
like everybody that's a few people that sued him, like big money, like producers that worked with him and that was signed and shit. Like, I don't think he even paid them back. So like, I doubt that he will pay Wayne back. Like a lot of fucking millions, like not just a few, but like a lot. I mean, it just been going on for way too long. Like, it don't look like the nigga is gonna budge at all. So I mean, no point in talking about.
The funny thing is, if I could be wrong, but he just now finished, a lawsuit from against David Banner. David Banner was sued Cash Money for his royalty check that he contributed to. Remember the song "La La" from the Carter 3?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think this just happened last year. He just not reached a settlement with them, so I don't know if he got his check yet or not. But he been that was like an ongoing legal battle for years, and now they just reached a settlement or whatever. So I don't know he paid David Banner or not, but it's whatever.
Man. Man.
Yeah.
Doing niggas dirty. Like, I don't see the point of just like not paying them back. I mean, you gonna make the money back. I'm pretty sure you are.
He don't got nobody in his crew no more.
I mean, but still, like, I'm sure he got other businesses. I know he has other businesses.
He got other businesses, but I think his main royalty checks or whatever the fuck comes from his music company, bro. Yes, he made some good investments, which you should. You're always supposed to be making some smart investments. But at the same time, this is your baby, Cash Money Records. You start this shit at a little town called Holly Grove, Louisiana, and now you made into this quote-unquote big empire at one point in time, and now nobody really fucks with you. I don't know anybody you signed actually blew up other than 3 people: Lil Wayne, Drake, and fucking Nicki. Which Lil Wayne, by the way, found it. Like I said before. But I digress. Do you even want to hear the Carter 5 after all this shit? Because at this point, I don't even want to listen to it.
I mean, I still want to hear it just because it's coming from Wayne. And, Wayne is a legend, and I'll always listen to Wayne. But I'm not really just checking, like, if it comes out tonight, I probably won't rush to my computer or, like, rush to my phone and try to buy it or, like, try to stream it. Like, I probably won't do that. Like, I'll do it when I feel like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll do it when I feel like it. Like, I'm not really in, like, a whole rush. Like, when Kendrick album came out, that Damn, I fucking, like, I hopped on that ASAP. Like, when, like, everybody else's album that came out that I fuck with,
yeah.
I hopped on it, like, because I wanted to hear it, if I had the time. But if Wayne, the Carter 5 come out, I mean, I'll listen to it when I listen to it. I mean, I'm not just eager to listen to it as I was before because of all this shit that's delaying it. And I mean, I'm not just that interested.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I was the same way with Damn as I was the same way with like Logic's Everybody. I mean, I think for me, he promoted it really good, and and then he made a statement like, "Yo, this is my last shit. I'm gonna just leave with a big bang and shit. This is my last." Basically saying this was his last album. Like, okay, I definitely gotta check this out now. And then hearing it, and then it was an album. I don't know if this is if the Carter 5 is a type of album that Lil Wayne should be fighting for, because it must be that good for him to be trying to get this album to be released?
I mean, it's the Carter series, man. The Carter series has always been great album.
Not the Carter 4.
I mean, the Carter 4 wasn't bad, but it wasn't that good. But it's the Carter series in general. Like, all that other shit that he do on the side, like those compilation albums and that little rock album and
when he do like series, bro, he doesn't do really good, bro. Okay, so he got the Carter 1, 2, 3. It was good. It was dope. Then the Carter 4 happened.
I mean, no, like, it's not about if they're good enough, but we always anticipate the Carter, like the next Carter.
Yeah,
like,
I get it, but here's what I'm stating. I'm stating that Lil Wayne have a reputation to have a series, in each series of his albums, whether it was the Carter or something else, it's not that really good. So say 1 through 3 of the Carter, it was dope. Soon as it hit number 4, it wasn't all that well. Same thing in I'm Not a Human Being. The first I'm Not a Human Being was okay. It had some nice tracks. It has a repeat on it, at least for me, in my humble opinion. But I'm Not a Human Being 2, that shit was whack.
I don't even think people was even checking for that damn shit. I wasn't.
I mean, I listened to it because it was Lil Wayne. I'm like, okay, I'm Not a Human Being 2. He's off his rock shit. Okay, let me hear it. And then I'm hearing motherfucking, what's that song he did with Trina? Shit. And Soulja Boy produced that shit. That was one of the most lackluster beats I ever heard in my life.
You talking about the prostitute song?
Say what now?
I said, are you talking about the prostitute song?
Yeah, I think so. Talking about my tongue go brrr, my dick go bah. Oh my God, I was on the floor.
No, I don't think that was the one.
Nah, man, it was of course it was an I'm Not a Human Being too, but you know, that was one of the tracks that I was just laughing my ass off. I'm like, Lil Wayne, really? Really, bro? And then Trina, I'm not gonna say any bad thing about Trina, but you know, basically she just talked about, hey, eat my pussy. So yeah, that didn't really help.
Well, that shit was whack.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like it has to be that good for Lil Wayne to be fighting this. Cause it was me, I would say fuck that album. Moving on, just releasing from my contract. I just want to get out of here and want to go to Rock Nation or whatever the fuck. You're not only trying to leave, you're trying to take Drake, Nicki, and the album with you.
Nigga. First of all, Nicki and Drake ain't going nowhere. First of all. Second of all, Lil Wayne has been trying to leave, but somebody has to buy him out, which is probably going to be like hundreds of millions, probably, and nobody's going to want to spend that fucking money to buy somebody out of their fucking contract. And Birdman know that. He knows that. That's why he can say $150 million if he wanted to. Nobody ain't going to want to fucking do that because that's just way too fucking much. So Lil Wayne is stuck. That's why he can't put out music that's up for sale. He's stuck where he is. So why not fight for your album to come out? I mean, shit, you can't do nothing.
I feel like it has to be good, bro. If it has to be good, if you find for trying to get this album to get out, it has to be good. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to necessarily go through all this bullshit and for your album to officially be out just for it to be trash.
I mean, yeah, I agree. It does have to be good, but then again, it's been so long in the process. I mean,
yeah, I get. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I get the creativity side. If you're necessarily an artist and you put that so much into an album for the record label or whoever, the big boss man saying, "Hey, we're not going to release it due to A, B, and C," and you necessarily getting mad about this shit. Like, nah, man, I want my shit to be out because I put a lot of effort in this shit. You know?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I get the artist side, but at the same time, what's this more worth it? What's this worth your time and your energy, your sanity or music? You gotta look at it. It's like You're really stressing really stressing yourself out over this shit, you know. And I feel like it's really, and I don't think the Carter 5 could be that good for you to be fighting, you know, trying to get this album out. I mean, but then again, I could be wrong. He maybe shut me the fuck up if this actually come out and shit. But anybody not gonna listen to it anymore.
I mean, but maybe it's not about if it's good enough. Maybe he just feel like Birdman stabbed him in the back.
Man, there was a history of Birdman stabbing people in the back, but nobody want to. Everybody said it about it except for Lil Wayne. You know, with Manny Fresh or Juvenile, like the whole Hot Boy team, man, and you know, they said, yeah, this nigga's a phony. Fuck Birdman. But Lil Wayne stayed loyal. He stuck by his quote unquote father's side. And now he just finding out, allegedly, he's finding out his father's true colors. If Birdman is who is what people say he is.
I mean, only time will tell.
Only time will tell, man. But moving fucking on. Hey, you want to give a shout out to Colin Kaepernick, bro?
Huh?
Want to give a shout out to Colin Kaepernick?
Who?
Colin Kaepernick. He used to be the quarterback for the 49ers.
Oh.
He, the football player who took a knee instead of putting his hand over his heart every time they did the national anthem.
Oh. What's going on with him?
It just turns out that Colin Kaepernick's uniform will be placed in the National Museum of African American History and Culture.
Wow.
Yes, man. They are necessarily. He donate his jersey to the museum. To the museum. You know, I gotta say that. Yeah, man.
I mean, but why?
Oh, why?
Just because he refused to put his hand over his heart, that's not anything.
I don't know, man. I was like, I feel like at the time, whether you disagree, whether you agree or disagree, he stood up for a situation, you know, that was bad, that was horrible, that was, you know, into the shits, and he didn't want to. And then one of the main reasons because he didn't feel like, okay, really, Donald Trump and fucking, you know, what's her name? Damn, Hillary Clinton is like our best candidates for presidency. When we have so many people, brother and sisters either killing each other or cops killing us, you know, and this is America we live in. You want to put my hand over my heart and shit? Yeah, he decided to stand up. What he felt was right, and you know, he instead of, you know, putting his hand over his heart, he took a knee. That got some backlash over him now that he's a free agent and no team wanted to sign him, you know, but he's still donating $50,000 to, you know, these charities and
Nigga, stop. He's not the first person to do some shit like that. Like, well, what the fuck? He is not the first person to speak out or go against the grain when something like that happens. Like, why the fuck is he getting his jersey into the fucking Black Hall of Fame? It's not even worthy of that shit. Like, what the fuck? Just because he didn't want to put his hand over his heart and donated money to a good cause? Like, wow, let's give this nigga the fucking Peace Award.
I want to say all that, man. I personally think it's a good thing, man. I feel like, yeah, he's not the first. Yes, I agree with you. He's not the first person, but how many other niggas, athletes alone, seeing you motherfuckers standing up, do they feel like this is the situation that's really fucked up in our country right now? So I refuse to put my hand over my heart over this fuck shit. That's what I see it as.
I'm sure you can find plenty of athletes that refuse to do a lot of things regarding social issues in America.
Yeah, but
You
he
just
at the
got
time he was the first person to do that. At the time, he was the first person to do it. It's just like Muhammad Ali when he used to go to the army because he didn't want to face no Vietnam. Okay, let me rephrase this. Okay, let's think. Do you remember how what the situation was with Muhammad Ali refusing to go to the army?
Yeah, he didn't want to go because the war was pointless, and he's not the first person to refuse going to the army. He was just the first athlete, and he was a big athlete at that. So
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
because if you watch the Ali movie, he's saying, dude, why if I'm gonna go to? I think we was in the Vietnam War at the time. I could be wrong. The Vietnam War. Why should I go out there? Fighting for a country when I'm as an African American man trying to fight for my rights and my freedom in my country alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so. If I'm not doing a comparison, don't get me wrong, but that's But let's go back to Colin Kaepernick when he felt that not the world, but America was fucked up as it is. So many cops are getting these slap on the wrist for these brutalities, and this court system is fucked up. Why am I gonna put my hand on my heart when these court systems represent America? When these cops represent the protection, supposed to protect us and serve us as full on Americans and shit, and seeing this shit happening from day to day, based on news reports, articles, and shit like that. Do you say, you know what, fuck this shit? Why am I going to necessarily stand up for or put my hand on heart for a country that's not going to give us, equal? We still fighting for necessarily equal opportunity,
Get the fuck out of America then, if you hate it so fucking bad.
Oh, goddamn, man. Ow.
No, because, I get what you're saying, but then again, don't complain. Just fucking get out. Go to another country, and you won't have to deal with that.
Okay, so that follows my second question. Do you think that's just what the system wants you to do? Not fight it, just fuck it. Since y'all not gonna give me equal rights, I'm gonna find somebody, go someplace else that's gonna give me the rights. Or you gonna say fuck that shit? I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna drive you fucking crazy and fucking mad until you necessarily give me the opportunity that I necessarily deserve.
First of all, we've been driving them niggas mad and trying to get opportunity for a long ass time, so that wouldn't be nothing new. Okay. Second, not every that feels a type of way can just leave the fucking country. It's not that easy when a lot of people want to do it, but it's not that hard either if you just apply right now, and in about a few years you can maybe get somewhere. So if you don't want to stand up for a country that you feel is corrupt, I get it, but then again, if you really hate it so fucking bad, move out.
No one really. I don't think Colin Kaepernick say he hated this country. He feel like the system is really bullshit. He's saying I don't feel like he hates the country. I think he loves America, but he hates what this America at this time represents. Man, a lot of these crimes are happening. These people's getting away with it. I know how you feel about police brutality and brothers killing brothers. I'm not going to really argue on that, man, because it's like it's an ongoing feud. We can go back and forth with that, but I can
agree. This is justified. I have no problem with a cop using what he needs to do to go home to his family if it's justified. If you just shot a nigga just because he fucking blinked at you wrong, then you need to be fucking punished. But if a nigga is charging up on you and you tell a nigga not to move and he reaches into his pocket really quick, even if he is pulling out a fucking wallet, you told him not to move because you don't know what's in his pocket.
Yeah.
Shit like that happens. You can tell him not to move and he moves in his pocket and attempts to pull out a small little compact guns, so they do make those, and you can get those and carry them very fucking easily. So I said it's not that hard to do that real quick and shoot a damn cop. It's very easy, but it all depends on the situation. Like, if it's justified, then that's cool. But if a nigga was just standing still with his damn hands out and he just blinked at you wrong and you just shot him because he blinked at you wrong, like, nigga, no, that's just, like, that needs to be dealt with. But my other point was, if you tell somebody not to move, which I've seen plenty of times, and they move anyway, reach into their pocket, you don't know what the fuck they about to get out, right? So the first thing you do is you shoot.
They didn't even start out getting tasers. Let's get them like them taser guns.
They do got tasers, but tasers don't even work half the percent of the time because, one, they're slow. Two, if you have on thick clothing, it's not going to penetrate through the thick clothing. Three, you got to be like up close in order for them to work. Like, you got to be.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying they need an event like a taser, like a taser shoot gun, so they can quickly pull it out and just really quickly tase them. Whether it's like not to say a bullet or nothing like that, but just like create that type of gun where you can, when you fire, it can necessarily shoot and tase them. I think that's a invention they need to necessarily make. Whatever that, prevent people getting shot by police. I mean, I feel like it's better,
Really is.
Yeah, but let's go back, going back, but I feel like it's dope that Colin Kaepernick got jerseys actually being at the National Museum of African American culture. My boy Devean here don't think so. It's cool. It's different opinions, but I still love this nigga. He still loves me, and we're gonna leave it at that. Moving on.
At this point, there's nothing we can really just do.
Yeah, I hear you.
We gotta change within ourselves first. We gotta stop killing each other over some goddamn street signs and some fucking hand signs and fucking colors that we wear and fucking neighborhoods that we grew up on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Because when the fucking cop look at us, he look at us like, nigga, y'all kill yourselves every fucking day over some bullshit. So why should I give a fuck?
But I still don't give him. I just feel like it still don't give him the right though.
I know, and I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's fucked up. But they probably don't give a fuck, man. If they see me kill you right now because you said fuck me, and nigga, I'm a Crip, and nigga, you a Blood, nigga, he's not gonna give a fuck about shooting me. Cause I just shot you for no fucking reason over some dumbass shit. So man, he's not gonna give a fuck, especially if he's racist too.
Yeah, but
especially if he's racist, he really not gonna give a fuck now. Cause why should he?
And I think that's the main problem with America these days. There's a few of these cops that really don't care, and the problem is, I feel like they should care. This is people's lives. This whether we killing each other or we killing other people in different races, in a different race or whatever, it's still necessarily bad. But at the same time, that still don't give it the right for these cops to necessarily killing us like that. And you right. If a cop that sees brothers, us two brothers actually killing each other, so why he shouldn't give a care? I do understand what you're coming from, but at the same time, that's a problem. You should care. You should give a fuck.
Exactly.
And I think that's one of the main reasons what's bad about the system. They don't care about nobody but themselves. And that's go back to what you said. They don't care.
Some do.
I mean, some do. Not all cops are bad, because a lot of cops I crossed by is really dope. They really cool. I had no problem with them. They didn't look at me sideways or no shit like that. But, you know, there's a lot of crooked cops out there, man. You got to watch out for them. All I can say is be careful, you know?
Well, this got no reason to get stopped or get questioned.
Yeah. But the Sis God got some awards this past week, man.
What?
Drake got some awards, man. I can't believe we forgot about the Billboard Awards, man. We should have did a prediction show about that shit.
I mean, it's Billboard Awards. Drake been on a Billboard for the past 9 years. He's gonna win regardless.
Yeah, but I would just say this: congratulations to Drake, because he just broke the record for the most Billboard Awards in a single day, outbeating Adele, which I don't know how many she has. So
He got 12.
no, he got 10, and I think either Adele has 8 or 9. Yeah, so let me see the awards he won. He won top Billboard 200 artist, top rap artist, top rap album, top R&B song, top 100 artist, top song sales artist, top streaming songs artist, top rap tour, top streaming songs audio, and top R&B collaboration, bro.
Well, I figured all those fit into what he's done in the past year.
Yeah.
No brainer.
Just beating the charts, man. One of his acceptance speeches, I see Nicki Minaj yelling out, "What about me?" Well, at the time when he was giving his thank yous. So I was like, what's she talking about? So trying to rewind it, I think he gave a shout out to Vanessa Hudgens, which that was random as fuck. And then he did his thank yous. And then he had Nicki Minaj saying, excuse me, what about me? What about me? I'm like, Nicki, what about you? What about you? But I guess she's felt some type of way because Drake didn't tell her she looked good or whatever. But that doesn't give a fuck, you know. It's whatever. Remember Dr. Love, the teenager that faked as a actual doctor?
Oh, that black guy?
Yeah.
That kept fucking trying to fucking practice medicine on people. He was just a student or some shit.
Yeah, man.
That guy's back at it again.
Nah, he just now got sentenced.
Huh?
He
just now got sentenced.
Yeah, he got sentenced, man.
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
I'm gonna say all I gotta say is this. All I gotta say is this about it.
Nigga, you pose as unlicensed medical personnel when the whole time you could have been working on that, and instead of trying to be an imposter, you could have been working on that.
I'm like, dude,
you just wasted so much fucking time.
I get it that he wants to be a doctor, bro. Yeah, I get it when we doctor.
Nigga,
but dude,
I get it. You want to fucking be a doctor, but the whole time
get your fucking license, though.
Yes, you could have been done that and then did that instead of fucking being an imposter.
I'm like,
Come on, that shit is illegal, bro.
Somebody should have told him, like, dude, you gotta have a full license before you do this shit. You can obviously go to jail.
You get serious jail time. You get serious jail time for impersonating a fucking doctor, bro. Cause they don't know what the fuck you doing to them.
Exactly, man.
And they don't know if you know what the fuck you doing because you not like that nigga. The whole time he was doing that, he could have been going to school. I know it would have been long and hard, but nigga, it would have paid off like by now or like the next 2 years. But now you got to wait that out in jail for however long your sentence is because you wanted to act like one when you could have just went to school for one. If you really wanted it and done it that way, like, come on now, that shit is illegal. What the fuck is wrong with you? impersonating a fucking taking niggas' blood and shit, and you ain't got no fucking. I'll be damned if a nigga take my blood and he don't know what the fuck he doing. Hell no. Would you let a nigga take your blood and like give you medicine and like inject you with like antibiotics and shit, and they're not even licensed?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the movie Patch Adams. It's an old movie. I think it released like back in the early 90s, mid 90s, about a doctor named Patch Adams who was in college to actually become a doctor at the school. Or what he used to do was actually work with patients without a license, practice medicine without a license and shit. And the shit was so fucking inaccurate that Patch Adams himself actually called the movie out about it, saying that he did. And yeah, and also in the movie, not only that he practiced medicine without a license, he also stole from the hospitals.
What the fuck do you steal from the hospital?
Here's the thing: the actual Patch Adams says all of that shit was inaccurate. Not only did he practice medicine with a license, but he never, ever, 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 ever stole from the hospitals at all.
Well, damn.
I'm saying that's like as soon as I heard that story, I'm like, well, that kind of reminds me of that movie, that so inaccurate movie, Patch Adams, and it starred Robert Williams, God rest his soul. But yeah, I was like, wow. But yeah, the dude basically, Dr. Love just got sentenced to 1 year behind bars, in a Virginia prison. So, yeah. Good luck, man. You're gonna need it.
Well, if someone like that, if he get beat up or something, he don't know how to take care of himself.
I hope he does. You know, I think we got. Well, I don't know. You want to talk about Steve Harvey, or you want to talk about what's his name?
I don't give a
Uzi.
Huh?
You want to talk about Uzi, or want to talk about Steve Harvey?
I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm tired of talking about Uzi and this gay ass shit and this upside down cross. I don't fuck with either of that shit. So I don't give a fuck about that. And I don't even know what the fuck Steve Harvey has done, but I'm sure it ain't nothing to talk about.
I was going to ask you, when it comes to Uzi, based on the picture that he recently had, that people made fun of him about, that little girl's dress or blouse that he had or whatever. But yeah, I know. But that goes to my question. Based on the Shade Room actually made this question. I do not own the rights to this question, but they said, does hyper masculinity perpetuate homophobia in the black community?
Nigga. If your son walked in just like that, what the fuck would you do?
I'll tell him to take this shit off.
Huh?
I'll tell him to take this shit off. I asked him first, why would you wear that?
Exactly. It's not just homophobia. It's like, nigga, we just don't wear women's clothes unless you're gay or you're borderline gay or you just confused. But talking about how you like girls and all this other shit and you wearing girls' clothing, that's not fucking natural.
It's not. It's not.
Like, it's just fucking, like, weird. Like, it comes off as gay. You may not be gay, but then again, if a nigga fucking dress, what the fuck is going to be the first thing on your mind? He's probably gay or some shit. Most likely, some shit like that. So, that's common to think that somebody in women's clothing is gay. It's common. It's not homophobia.
It's not any of that bullshit. It's common. Period.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree with you.
If my son walked in with a fucking person address, I'm drop kicking the shit out that damn thing.
Tripping, man. Okay, so we're just gonna skip that question. I was gonna say about Steve Harvey is that his second wife is. It's another lawsuit. Of course, his second wife is suing Steve Harvey. Because she been going through some shit after the divorce. She haven't spoke to her biological son in years since the divorce. It's all it's all crazy. It's all messed up. But the crazy thing is, I saw a video on of a woman, really talking about the full story behind the lawsuit and why his second wife is necessarily suing her. Suing him. Yeah, the crazy thing is, I had to watch it a couple of times because it was so many M's into the story. I didn't fully understand it. But if I was to explain it, I would say I would explain it by A, B, and C. Now Steve, this is by the woman that actually made the video. I won't say her name, but the woman said in the video that Steve Harvey at the time was married to woman A, and she used to have an affair with woman B. Now woman B didn't know she was a side chick, and start to chill with Steve, hang out with Steve, while he was still married to woman A, who gave birth to his twin daughters, who was all grown up now. Then when Steve left her, she went and married wife B and gave birth to a son, while Steve had a side chick, which I'll say C, that was going to do a tell-all book about her relationship with her and Steve, which Steve quickly put that down, do legal battle, and he didn't want to let the book out because he knew it was going to ruin his Christian image and all sorts and whatever. So then, as he was with B, then he has another woman on the side, woman D. He was having an affair with while with woman B, which then he finally left woman B to go to woman D, who he is currently married to now. So woman B is suing woman B is suing Steve Harvey for $60 million due to basically distress and shit like that, claiming that she never even gotten any type of child support or spouse report from Steve when they was together, and when they got a divorce back in 2009 and shit like that. So it's a whole big mess. It really is.
I don't give two shits about that.
I know it's crazy because you. Let's think about Steve. The facts is Steve was married and has been married 3 times and has at least 3 kids, 2 by his first wife and then 1 by his second wife. That's just actual facts. The whole side chicks and the affairs and shit like that, we can't fully prove that. I can't fully prove that. This is allegations and shit. So I'm not gonna.
It may not be.
Yeah, it may not be. You may never know. But Yeah, man, it's just a huge mess, bro. They gotta see if gotta get together. I think that's about it. Other than there were like dozens of students from Notre Dame leaving the graduation ceremony.
So what?
Yeah, it was like if I can't remember the president. I don't know. He's the vice president of the United States. Me and my dumb ass don't know he's the vice president of the United States or not. But during a graduation at Notre Dame, during the graduation, during that when the ceremony was going, there was a vice president actually speaking. I don't know if he was the vice president of the United States or vice president of Notre Dame or whatever. As soon as he got ready to speak, there was like dozens of class of that class actually got up and was literally just walking out with their degrees and shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. I thought I had the story with me, man, but yeah, they said they up and walked out because I think they was
rude.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I'm trying to look it up real quick. Yeah, it was like a group of students just up and just walked out of the ceremony. As soon as that guy actually, yeah, here we go. Oh, hold up. I think I messed up. Yeah. Mike Pence. I think he's president. Mr. Pence began remarks. Notre Dame stands with agrees for. Yeah, it was like over. Jesus Christ, over 2,000 students. All right.
2,000 walked in?
Yeah. For the graduation, the class was like over 2,000.
Man.
That's a lot of walkthroughs, man. I cannot sit and stand there watching and looking at 2,000 students all giving their names and walking out. I cannot do that. Fuck that noise.
Man, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but not saying over 2,000 students left, but that was how many people how many students was actually graduating. Yeah, I don't know. Is Mike Pence is our vice president? Yeah, Mike Pence is our vice. Mike Pence is like the vice president of the United States next to Trump, and basically, yeah, students got up and just necessarily walked out in protest. Yeah, man. Since they don't fuck with Trump, it says he's a vice president and side with Donald Trump. They saying fuck you too. So we get our degrees. We out this bitch.
Yeah, that's still kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, I get it, but well, you going to sit if you getting say if you graduating, right? And let's say Donald Trump is actually giving a speech before y'all,
I mean, even though I don't like the damn dude, I'm not gonna walk out. Like that's very, very disrespectful. I mean, I get it. I don't like the damn guy. I don't agree with what he's doing, but I'm not gonna walk out of my own graduation.
Even though you got your degree?
I mean, I may as well just sit there. I mean, I came this far. I may as well just stay there.
I don't know. If I got my degree, he's a well-known. Say he's well-known. Say he do not care for the LGBT. He doesn't care for this about the community. He doesn't care for that. And not to say Mike Pence is. I'm not, vouching for him or side with him, whatever. But if he's saying some bad things or some things I do not care, I felt like it was disrespectful to me. I know I'm not gonna sit here and listen, do some BS. I'm gonna get up and walk out. Especially when a group of students. This was a plan, and the thing is, it was a plan. It was a plan on walkout.
Oh, they already organized this shit.
Yeah, they already organized prior to the graduation. They already knew as soon as this dude was going to give his speech, they was going to get up and then walk out.
Oh, well. I mean, it's still fucked up, but I guess, man.
Yeah, but I say it was really, yeah, it was crazy if you want to say that, but at the same time, at least they didn't make a fucking ruckus. They just got up and just walk out peacefully. They didn't try to, start some shit. I can give them students that.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah, they just walked out peacefully. They didn't say anything. They didn't say "fuck you, Mike Pence." They didn't say "suck a dick" or anything like that. They just got up with their degrees and just utterly walked out. So I can respect for them for doing that.
You do it peacefully.
Yeah, doing it peacefully. Yeah, a peaceful walkout. All right, man. Other than that, that's a wrap, bro.
Next week, I'm picking the fucking topics, nigga.
Oh, you don't like my topics, bro?
I like your topics. It's just everything, all that shit I've heard before, man. Like, all that shit DJ Academics cover and everybody else cover. Talk about something else. Let's have an actual conversation.
We just had our conversation about Colin Kaepernick.
Not what we think about this. Let's just naturally just have a random conversation. Like, talk about strippers and hoes and why you don't like going to the strip. Shit like that. It don't always got to be about hip-hop.
I hear you.
Or about what somebody else covered.
I hear you.
Something cool. Because that fucking Steve Harvey shit, I almost fell asleep, my man.
He fell asleep on fucking Steve Harvey having a quote-unquote alleged affairs with 3 different women when he was married at the time. And then he has, I think, like a man book that talk about relationships, what you should do, what you should do, what you should not do, and being a wholesome Christian man, and then, getting criticized based on, your alleged affairs and shit. But I digress, man. It's not for everybody. So, but yeah, man, if you got some topics, man, I say man, speak your mind.
It's not even gonna be topics. It's just gonna be one big conversation that just flows.
All right, bro.
One big conversation that just flows. That's the whole goal.
One big conversation that flows. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, one big whole conversation that just flows. We get into something else, and it just flows. It just flows.
All right, bro. So that's another addition to the Light Ignorance podcast. I thank y'all for listening to us, listening to our ignorance or smart ignorance at that. Devean, have anything or have any last words you want to say?
Yeah, we gonna go to a strip club one of these days.
Fuck no. But thank y'all guys. This nigga over here.
Well, even though, hold on, man. Why the fuck would you not want to go to the fucking strip club?
I just told you why. I told you 1,000,000 times. I told you and John that 12 fucking times. It's not for me.
Go there to sit back, relax, and have fun.
I like just chilling, relaxing, have fun. But I could do that shit at my house. I could do that shit in the studio. I could do that shit playing ball. I could do that shit fucking playing the game. I do that shit, just, looking at the fucking stars and relaxing myself. Not no ass in my damn face. Not to say I'm fucking gay. Don't get me wrong. I love me some ass. Don't get me wrong.
That's what it fucking sounds
No,
like.
it doesn't. No, let me out. I love me some ass, but it doesn't make sense of having all these ass in my face with a hard dick. I can't do shit about it and walking around with blue balls. I'm not doing that shit. That's just a waste of fucking money. That's a waste of fucking time. I'm over here trying to get a fucking tattoo. I'm trying to get my own house. I'm trying to get out of my, my mother's house or my mother / father / uncle's house, whatever the fuck. But trying to get my degree and shit. I'm trying to save money, bro. And you trying to maybe spend it all motherfucking one day, whether it's like a little $100 or just throwing in ones or whatever the fuck. I don't care.
Oh, you won't walk out of there with blue balls. One, because I didn't, me or John didn't. Two, you ain't gotta spend that much fucking. You ain't gotta spend no money. All you gotta do is fucking pay to get in. And if you want,
dude, that is fucking disrespectful towards a stripper, bro. For you to just go in there for a mission, just watching ass. If you're gonna necessarily see them dance, at least give them their money's worth. They did put a lot of hard effort and work for that shit. If you're not gonna necessarily just drop money, that's really disrespectful, bro.
Man, no the fuck, man. Shut the fuck, man. Get the fuck off my phone. Get off my phone. There ain't no fun.
That is disrespectful, bro. That's just you don't hear this, dude. You over here, this nigga here.
You know how much money they make?
That doesn't fucking matter. If you come into a strip club, bro, come into a strip club to see some ass shake in your face, you telling me you're not going to give them their money's worth for their hard work, what they did? You know, I can't see myself doing that, bro. You know me. I wouldn't necessarily grab the stripper by the hand and tell him. Why I say him? Her, bro.
I mean,
you're better than this. You are better than this. Get out here, get your degree, and do something.
I will pay for a private dance.
I do not, bro. You better pay for a private dance for yourself and John, bro. Keep that shit. Keep that temptation away from me. Keep that temptation away from me, bro.
All right, guys. It's been a good segment. And I'm out of here because this nigga's tweaking.
This dude is tripping. But if you listen to this podcast, we're not dumb. We're not stupid. We're just ignorant who happens to be enlightened about it. This a lot because this is the Enlightened Ignorance podcast. Peace out.
Peace out.